Oh, hey there, it's Lori Lindsay, and this is today's Love and Light Message from Spirit. Today's Monday, October 20th, 2025. And you didn't miss me yesterday. I didn't post. After a weekend that I had, which was a really lovely weekend, my CMT does catch up to me. And although I just, took notes, talked with people, it's still, if you live with a chronic illness, you know what it's like. It even the simplest change in your schedule can bring about a day or two of recovery. And so yesterday I just took a nap. I mean, when we got home, actually I did want to run to there's this used clothing sale that comes to town every few months, probably about 3 times a year. And I like to go because, clothes are so expensive, and it's for children. It's a children's clothes. I don't know. They might have adult stuff, but I go there for my grandchildren because, it's hard enough in this world. And if I can buy them a pair of jeans for $1.50 or $2, darn tootin' I'm going to do that. And try to stay off of, the other sites and spend like 10 times that amount, or 20 or 30 times that amount. Probably more like 20 or 30 times that amount. Yeah, so we did do that, and then we went out for lunch at our favorite restaurant in White Bear Lake, which is the Cobblestone Cafe. So if you're a local, I highly recommend the Cobblestone Cafe. They are so lovely. The people that work there are so fun. We've been going there for years. In fact, when we get up in the morning, nice lips, Lori. When we get up in the morning on the weekend, it'll say, 9 minutes to Cobblestone. I'm still having yucky lip stuff. Nobody wants to look at that. So we go there often. Usually at least once a weekend we go there. And the owner and her staff are phenomenal. So Spirit, what message do you have for us today? This is from the Soul's Journey Oracle. I brought in, I had the other one, the one I usually do in my car. I put it in my suitcase because I was away this weekend. And that suitcase got in my house, and now I can't find it. So it could be my spirit guide saying it's time for a new deck, which is probably what they're saying. Okay, nothing's popping out, so let's go at the bottom on this one if nothing pops out. So let's see what they have to say. Oh, face the unexpected. Face the unexpected. Look at that up there in the corner. Face the unexpected. Uncertainty is the only certainty. That's pretty wise. Look at her up there. Like, oh my gosh, I can't bear this. Uncertainty is the only certainty. Putting something off that you don't want to do because it's going to be painful or hard only contributes to the painful and hard. I know, because I used to be the queen of that. And now I don't do that because that energy is not worth it. I would rather face it, move forward, release it, and move on. An unpredictable circumstance can occur at any time in one's life. How we face a situation can enhance our life or be a source of much stress. Since dealing with the unexpected is not something we are born with, we have to practice ways to become better at responding to it. The most helpful way is to adjust our lives to the new situation, rather than trying to follow the direction that we had been headed before. Whether the unexpected situation is your work or your personal life, you need to trust that you can work towards building resources to handle change with assurance. When you love what you do, you are empowered to bring about positive energy in your relationships, your work, and your life. You can face the unexpected fearlessly and find proper ways to overcome adversity by letting love be your guiding force. by letting love be your guiding force. I lost my spot. Stay calm and allow this energy to surround and fill you with tender imagination. Be positive and courageous and remind yourself that you can handle the impact of unfavorable conditions. Trust in your power and discipline to fearlessly meet and respond to the unexpected. The mantra for today is, I have the power to conquer the negative impacts of unexpected situations. And you do. You do. They don't have to be tower moments. They can be building blocks to get you to where you need to go. So proud of everyone who went out and saw marching bands and participated in the marching bands. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. Even my husband participated while I was up north. I would have definitely been participating, but I was up north at a writing conference. And, it was a lovely experience to be up there. And there were people on both sides at this writing conference. So I got to talk to a farmer who is blaming the current situation on the previous administration, that they don't have a customer for their soybeans. And it was so hard to just sit there and not respond to that. And I took a note from my wonderful friend who says, well, you may be right. Knowing in my head, you were dead wrong. And I just said, I think the farmers have been bailed out a lot, and I want to know when I'm going to get bailed out. That was my response. I'm not going to get bailed out for anything, so, but as a teacher, I did get a bailout. I will say, I did take a bailout when I retired, and I have a disability. My student loans were forgiven, but that's a long story, and if you want to hear that story, I'll make a video on it, because what happened to me with my master's degrees and my specialist degree, and then what the government did to change my loans, increased my loans by like 70%. So, and as a public educator, a public servant, I did get forgiveness, but it took a long time and I actually paid twice what I originally took out. So I did pay them back, but I was just forgiven all the interest that accumulated. But I can talk about that another time. It's already 7 minutes and 40 some seconds. And lately my videos have been 5 minutes, so I don't know. Okay, let's bring in the calmness and then release. I hope you're all having a blessed day and you find the joy. Find the joy.